Good morning, Matt Sheehan here. Welcome to GeoTechTalk. Today we're going to talk about stories. I like stories. This is the current book I'm reading. It's a sci-fi book. It was a reader's choice, recommended. I like it. It's a good book. What I got this book from the library for was because of the story. I really don't have very much interest in how the book was made, the cover, the pages, all the things that go into making the book. I'm really not that bothered about. Some people are. Some people are interested in the book making process, and those are usually people trained in how to make books. I'm really interested in the story. I sat in a webinar today focused on geotechnology. The webinar was an hour long and I struggled to finish the hour listening. It was focused on a particular technology by a particular product or from a particular producer of a product, and it was very much focused on the book, the physical side of the book, and it walked through all of those pieces. There was a 2-minute segment in there, maybe a bit longer, which told a story. And the story was really interesting, and it was worth the whole webinar to see the story. In fact, one of the people on the webinar mentioned how great it was to see that story. It was really interesting. I wish the webinar had been more story, less platform conversation. Yeah, platform conversation. It really needed to focus on the story. And I'm really interested in how we tell stories, because I believe in geotechnology. The only way we're really going to show people the value of the technology is by not focusing on the technology, not focusing on the platform, is to focus on stories. And there are many stories that GIS technology can tell. I was reading about an interesting one just yesterday. In a book, we have chapters. We don't just have one chapter in a book, we have multiple chapters, and that's often how problems are. One solution doesn't necessarily solve a complete problem, it solves one part of a problem. And what I was reading was interesting yesterday. It spoke about particular workflow, which is a common workflow in a power company, for example, or a small city. Finding problems. How do you find problems? Maybe a power outage, for example. How do you discover that? Sometimes it's citizen feedback. We've got a problem, our power's down. Sometimes it's preempting that problem with staff members going out to seek out and look at things to see if there's problems in a particular device. So problem discovery is a big deal. How do we solve that problem with geotechnology? There are very, very clear ways we can do that. Second thing is, how do we then get tasks assigned to folks that are going to go out and do something about that problem? Third thing is, with those folks actually out in the field doing maintenance, as it may be, doing repairs, how do they report back centrally into what they've done? If they fixed it, if there's parts they were missing, if they need to involve other people. It's almost a three-part chapter. It's a three-chapter book, that one. But geotechnology can be applied in each of those three places to go from a problem to a solution. And again, it isn't just one application, if you like, that will solve that. Maybe it's 3 applications. But we can solve that particular sequence using geotechnology, and we can tell that story using geotechnology very simply. We don't need to talk about the technology per se. What we need to focus on is the story, is taking people from problem to solution, step by step by step. That is the key to success with geotechnology. And I fear we still live in a world where people want to talk platform, they want to talk tech, they don't want to talk story, and we have to focus on story. Simple story, simple problem to solution stories. You can subscribe to the channel with the button in the corner here, and we'll do more GeoTech Talks coming up. Thanks for watching.